Oh boy, what I have for you today, ladies and gentlemen, is one very special episode. I am going to take a little trip down the memory lane. I am going to show you arguably the most dangerous tank this game has ever seen, which is not in the game anymore, the legendary annual Waffentrager Auf E-100 episode over here, featuring this legendary Waffentrager Auf E-100 Tier 10 auto-loading German tank destroyer with absolutely devastating firepower, damage output this game has ever seen. This vehicle was able to one-clip every single tank in this game, including Mouse with its 3000 hit points, and it would be able to one-clip even the current Mouse with the improved hardening equipment unit, you know, 3300 hit points. It would be able to do that with couple high rolls. With this gun, 750 alpha damage, accurate gun, fast reload time between shots. IS-7 has been taken out just like that. From full HP, and guess what? One shell is left in the magazine. Let's put that into E5 as well, says a nice player, nice name, nice player, who was playing this game. And today's video is going to be two birds with one stone. First up, of course, memory lane, or a little trip down the memory lane featuring this Waffenträger Auf E-100, and I decided to hit two birds with one stone. I'm also showcasing a game mode which I would say many of you do not even know we have had in this game. This game mode is called Domination. And let me refresh your memories what the Domination game mode was all about. Okay, who remembered it, ladies and gentlemen? I honestly have to raise my hands. I have to say I did not remember. I remembered only something like there was a capture the flag game mode. What exactly it was I didn't remember, but now after looking this replay, looking this battle, all comes back to me. So basically what you have to do, if you look into the top middle of the screen, you can see your contribution, how much you have contributed for the team. Damaging enemies gives you points, destroying them gives you points, picking up flag, 1 hour AMX, like 50B is doing right now, as you can see on the left, going with the flag, and if the AMX 50B is able to deliver it to one green circle on the minimap, we get more points that way. Whichever team gets 600 points first is going to win the entire match. Now this was, I think this was the first special game mode where we were able to use, where, you know, players, not clan members, only not the clan wars special abilities, where players were able to use combat reserves. As you can see under button number 7 and 8 we have the artillery, which we now can use in the frontline game mode. We have the airstrike, exactly, by the way, exactly the same icons as from back in the days. Goodbye to the 10A430. Which was a tier 10 medium tank back in the days, by the way. Oh, we have so much stuff to show over here, so much stuff to cover. It's actually a very interesting matchup over here. And I'm quite happy I decided to pick this battle for you, because it shows you how Frankensteinishly devastating the firepower was back in the days. Of course, when you were able to dish out the damage without dying in the first couple of minutes, because this vehicle also was the first ultimate glass cannon in this game, featuring massive firepower and absolutely no armor. And here is the artillery, absolutely no armor in the turret. This huge alienish looking turret was like... You were able to penetrate this turret, ladies and gentlemen, with a tier 1 LOL tractor. By the way, this IS-7 simply doesn't learn. Goodbye. Yet another IS-7 has been destroyed with one clip, and roughly 40-something second reload time to follow that. And still bouncing, because that badge seems like is auto-aiming at the Waffentrager. You never wanted to do that, because if you auto-aim, you started aiming the front of the hull, which was actually quite strong. The only thing you can easily penetrate is the turret, and you can penetrate it even when you sneeze on it. Hopefully you guys didn't make that mistake. And what else this battle shows is the good old team spirit of World of Tanks, you know. Well, what I mean by that, well, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because that AMX-50B, one of those AMX-50Bs, I don't remember which one of them, has quite a huge role in it. Right now, enemy team is winning, they took the lead once again, delivering some flags, destroying some vehicles, but we are not super far off, especially after we managed to kill that 5A. I think during that time the 5A was nerfed and it was super... weak vehicle already. I think this is when it was nerfed. By the way, what the hell is Leva doing over here? I do not know. I didn't remember how you were, or I do not remember how exactly you were able to set up your vehicles, because as you saw from the modes trailer, you had to pick 3 vehicles which you were able to play with, but I guess if you didn't have a 3 tier 10s, you were able to select tier 8 as well. I guess this is why it is over here. And the D22 medium in the distance. And his version of D22 on the battlefield right now is the version which was the #1 best, the absolute best medium tank in this game. D22 with the first like crazy V-shaped hull was absolutely devastating with its DPM, with its gun handling, and when Wargaming decided to nerf it, well, they nerfed it basically down to the ground, and then they decided to kick it a bit more while it was on the ground. But during that time it was absolutely crazy vehicle. Yeah, like you can see, this side armor V-shaped hull was so crazy. I think the second bounce was a bit too low to be a penetration anyway, but usually this is what happened when you fired at D22, when the player knew about that. D22, by the way, was the best reverse side scraper in the game as well, bouncing almost every single shell thanks to the tracks, thanks to the shape of the hull. I think they lowered the hull armor values as well a bit when they nerfed it. Anyway, while I have been talking over here for roughly 7 minutes, pay attention on the damage done board already. This is how freaking devastating this tank was. 13,551 damage done in 7 minutes. Like, which other vehicle was capable of doing that? Like, name me one other vehicle which was capable of doing that. Now, looking at the scoreboard, team picked up the lead. Here is one vacant flag waiting to be capped, and Nice Player is going after it, but I think Nice Player saw a spawn which... unfortunate spawn points in this game modes, seems like it. D62 has been destroyed with a one and single shot. But the enemy team is still winning. You need to capture the flag. Nice Player picked up the flag, and guess what is going to happen now? I guess winning was not in the plans of that AMX-50B, who did some work the entire battle, and what he's going to do next is just, well, this guy is going to steal a loss from the jaws of victory. How? Look. This is from back in the days when team damage was still available. You were able to track your teammates, and guess what? Nice Player was not able to deliver the flag in time because of that AMX-50B, and this game is over. After 15,501 damage, a little defeat though. So, yeah. Thank you, AMX50B, absolutely amazing ending, but it does not change the fact that this battle was absolutely the best battle to showcase what this vehicle was capable of doing, how it was capable of literally one-clipping every single tank in this game. In this matchmaking, IS-7 of course had the most hit points, and it had no problems, no troubles whatsoever to one-clip IS-7. The first time a nice player shot IS-7, did you see? This guy needed only 3 shells and 1 shell left to put into a freaking T110E5. 3000 average damage from a single clip. With high rolls, you could easily do over 3300 damage from a single clip. And that would be enough for mouse even in nowadays sort of tanks, which is using improved hardening equipment unit. Anyway, nice player. What a nice battle to share. Thank you so much for taking us down the memory lane with this replay, showcasing the most devastating sides of the Waffentrager Auf E-100, showcasing domination game modes, showcasing builds and map as well. And if I remember correctly, this was the first time Wargaming introduced builds and map. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was first introduced with this game mode, and then it was made available in random battles. This is how I remember it for some reason. And 15,500 damage in 8 minutes 28 seconds in action in this special game mode. That's something, ladies and gentlemen, that is something indeed. I hope you enjoyed this little trip as well. Let me know if you did in the comment section down below, where you can also find like button or dislike button. And if you are down there already, consider subscribing. What do you think about that? Just consider subscribing. If you want to take our relationship to the next level, hit the bell button as well, and you would make my holidays. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for tuning in. Stay awesome, stay sexy, take care, and bye.